You should understand what I'm saying right now without subtitles. Do you get me? Congratulations, you're on the right way, don't you? Okay, we need to talk. In this video, I want to talk about my ideas about knowing English. Not learning English, but already knowing English. So today I'll talk about some reasons you should know this language and I'll tell you why. So let's begin with the first idea, subtitles. Okay, you can watch me right now. I'm talking English, you don't, but you can understand me through subtitles. But when a video don't have subtitles, what do? Oh, nowadays we have AI. AI creates subtitles to every video, everything. Okay, but the question is, until when will you depend on AI to understand videos, movies, texts, everything that you don't know in that language? You should know by yourself. And I'll tell you why. Actually, it's simple. You should know by yourself. You should understand and create an idea and interpretation by yourself, not by a robot. So think about it. We're letting AI do everything. And that's not cool, in my honest opinion. And English is so common. English is present, is a language that is present in everything. So you should know it. And the reason why you should know English to don't depend on AI, it's because you can have access to numerous materials, information, a lot of things on the internet, on TV, also on world when people speak with each other. You could understand it. And this access is so available. So, for example, to learn languages, I started learning Greek some years ago and I struggled with finding materials that were in Portuguese for a Portuguese speaker. What did I have to do? I looked for materials in English to learn Greek. And it worked because there are so many materials in English. And why? Just because there are so many people that speak English that want to learn that language. There are a few Brazilians or Portugueses or I don't know, some people in Africa in a Portuguese speaking country that want to learn that language. But English counts with the English native speakers and other types of speakers like me. I speak English, it's not my native language, but I speak it and I can have access to another things that a person that don't speak English wouldn't have. You guys get me? So I think this is also an important point here. And another important point here is to have contact with more people. Think about this situation. You want to talk or need to talk with the person that don't have the same nationality as you, so you don't speak the same language. In which language do you think you will talk? Of course, English. That's the concept of lingua franca, an universal language that when you guys don't know the same language, we will talk in English. That's the option. So, knowing English gives you access to way more people in the world. Consequently, you will have access to way more cultures in the world. And this is gold. Who knows? This is gold. Having access to know more cultures leads you to have more points of view in ways to see and interpret the world. And this enriches your repertoire. I don't know if this is the word, but you can have access to another cultures. It speaks for itself. And that takes us to another point, that is knowing the world. By knowing the people, but also knowing the places, you can travel way more easily. Because, one more time, when you come to a place where you don't know the language, you will speak in English. People will speak in English to you. If you like to travel, that's a must. Another important point here is job opportunities. It can give you best job opportunities. That's an old one, but let's see why. Firstly, because it shows some proactivity that comes from you to your potential boss. He or she will like to know that you had the effort to learn another language that isn't yours. So it's good. It's good for your image. But also because just one word, globalization. Globalization in enterprises. The enterprises need to speak with people from other countries that don't speak their language. So in which language will they talk to each other? Right, in English. This is a must in the working world. So it's good for your CV, it's good for your image, it's good for opportunities to important positions. Sometimes you work somewhere and you can have a promotion, but you can't because you should know English to have that promotion. So you don't have any promotion. So that's not cool. You should know English. And not talking only about job opportunities, but also study opportunities like universities. You can have access to another universities that aren't from your country. You can do a bachelor's, a master's, PhD in another language because sometimes you don't have access in your country to an university that provides you that type of studies. So what do? You go to another country because there is that there. There is that there. Oh my god, my brain's getting lazy, but okay. So study. Study is a very important thing, is gold. Nowadays, study is gold. If you can study everything with the internet, you can study everything. Not only universities, but you can make an online course. You can watch a lesson from another university that is on the internet for free. If you don't know English, you can watch it, you can understand it. The last point, I go back to one point that I talked earlier, that is speak with every people in the world. Lingua franca, that is English. So when you speak only one language, you're stuck. You're stuck and limited to one place, here where you are. If you learn languages, it's like a video game where you unlock phases, unlock places on a map. Think about Mario Bros. Oh my god, I'm so old. But think about it. When you know another language, you can have access to other places. And when you know English, you have access to a lot of places, not just one place. Like, oh, I can go to the States, I can go to England, I can go to Australia, I can go to, I don't know, South Africa. No, you can go everywhere. For example, you can go everywhere in Europe. We know Europeans like that people know their language, especially French people. But if there is a need, they will speak in English with you. And not only in Europe, I don't know, in Asia. I don't know how it is in Asia, but I can imagine. No, in Africa, there are other important languages too, like French. French is an important language because, for example, if you know French, you can have access almost to the entirely Africa. Another good language is Spanish. If you know Spanish, you can have access to all the South America. So what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for a machine do all of that to you in your place? I don't see a point here. I really can't understand people who go in this flow. Like, no, I won't study, I won't learn a new language. AI can do that for me. Guys, AI is amazing. I use that, okay? Carefully, of course. That's the point. You should use it carefully. So it's important. If until here you didn't understand the importance of learning languages, that are spoken for so many people, I don't know. There's nothing else to say. Now, I want to know your thoughts about it. Please leave in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Why? Do you have another idea? Please share here in the comments with me and your colleagues. It's very cool to exchange information. And think about it. If you speak in English, you can share information with other people that don't speak your language. That's the point here. So that's it. That's it, the video for today. I hope you enjoy it. Please give a thumbs up to help me, and subscribe to my channel to see another videos. This channel is all about languages. So we have here tips, resources, vlogs. So if you want a language community, please stay here. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and a kiss. Mwah. And I see you next time. Bye.